Okay, part two. I am now going to paint all of these little pieces. These pieces are to all of this here, all of the rounded windows. These are all of the pieces that go on that part of the house. So I'm going to paint those the gray color. I'm going to paint it, one coat, sand it, paint it with a second coat, and then let those dry as well. So this is part two of the video. Okay, so all of my smaller exterior pieces that I said I was going to paint are done. And as you can see here, I flipped everything over, which I am now going to work on the interior. This is going to be the inside of the house, guys. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just painting it white. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do after that. Keep in mind, with the grooves here, all the pieces with the grooves, you don't want to have paint inside of there. This is what's going to get glued to something. And if you have paint, it's really not going to adhere. So here we go. Part two. Okay, so the second coat has been put on. Some of these looks like we might need a third coat, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. This is to the Gabe triangle. I did one side. I have to do the inside of that. This is on its second coat drying. And then this is part of the attic wall here. And I just did the second coat on that as well. And I have to do the opposite side of this too. So everything else though is done. Second coats. Remember, once the house is put together, you can always do touch-up painting in the inside. And then over here is my side of the house. So that's painted. And then I got some paint here in the crevice here, but I'll just sand that out. So yeah, we are rocking and rolling. This is still part two of the video. And once I have those two painted on the inside, I am going to go ahead and build my stairs. Okay, so the majority of my exterior pieces are painted, sanded, and all that good stuff. So I just kind of made a little pile over here of all of my stuff. I built my steps. So I went ahead and glued everything and painted all of that. So that's done as well. And now to finish off video two, I am going to build my foundation. So what I did first was I pretty much just set all the pieces up just to make sure everything fits properly. And then I'm going to go ahead and give some pieces a light sand, especially around the edges where things have to be glued. And I'm going to glue and tape this baby on up. Okay, so the foundation is built. I am going to let that dry. I'm actually going to grab a few more books and pile it on top of that just to make sure it dries nice and tight. And that's going to be the end of video two. So we'll give it a day and then we'll come back and proceed to step number three.